Boasting such classic songs as I Could Have Danced All Night to The Rain in Spain, Wouldn't It Be Lovely, and On the Street Where You Live, My Fair Lady is headed to Walton Arts Center, and here to tell us more is one of the members of the cast of the show. We've got Martin Fisher joining us. Thank you so much for joining us, Martin.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Yes. So let's talk about the show. It's a classic, My Fair Lady, but there might be some of our viewing audience who's not familiar. Tell us a little bit about My Fair Lady.
Sure. Well, it's based on the original play by George Bernard Shaw, in the 1913 play. The original musical was set up in 1956, starring Julie Andrews, and then it was followed up by the movie in 1964, which is famously played by the original character Audrey Hepburn. It's been our production. I think we came up with 10 Tony nominations, and we won for Best Costumes of a musical. So our production was remounted in 2018 on Broadway at Lincoln Center, and we had a little bit of a slowdown from COVID, but now we are back in action and touring all over the country.
Yeah, we can't wait to have you here in Northwest Arkansas. So what character do you play in the show, Martin?
I play Alfred P. Doolittle. I am Eliza's Doolittle father in the play.
Yes.
He's a bit of a drunkard, and a bit of a he's got this nice balance between joie de vivre and kind of cynicism in terms of his outlooks in regard to life.
Yes, you yourself being an actor, do you have anything in common with your character, or is this totally a role that you're putting on for this show?
I like to think that we bring all of ourselves to a character. So I would think that I do have a little bit of a little bit of balance between the cynicism and the joie de vivre that this character has. So I can definitely relate to him.
Yeah. So this show, it's huge, it's majestic. As you mentioned, the costumes are award-winning there. Is there a particular song, a number, a scene that you like to performing, or maybe that you like to watch your fellow cast members performing night in and night out?
Oh, I think that one of my favorites is certainly the Ascot number, which is where the entire cast gets together in their incredibly wonderful Victorian costumes, and they watch the horse racing. And then, of course, I'm in Get Me to the Church on Time, which is one of these huge barn burner numbers towards the end of the show, involving the entire cast and things moving in and out of set, and lots of big dance numbers. So that's really my favorite.
Yeah, I love that. Those big set pieces, big dance numbers are always jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring. What would you say to encourage folks who might be on the fence about coming to see this show here? What would you say to encourage us to come out and see it?
I would say if you love an old-time musical with maybe a hint of modernism to it, this is the show for you. You'll recognize all these tunes that you're like, oh, that's where that song is from. And if you love the spectacle of a large musical, you'll really have an entertaining evening. It's a longer show on the 3-hour end, but it goes by very, very quickly because there's lots and lots to see.
Yeah, and there's certainly, like you mentioned, there's all of those songs that you've heard, and you're like, oh, that's where it originated, right? That's where I know that song from. So big set pieces, beautiful costumes, and of course, a lot of hit songs that we will recognize and love and want to sing along to. Martin, thanks for taking the time out of your journey.
Thanks so much. Can't wait to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And